Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Listen In with Wede, right? Alright, so today I want to talk about relationship with the opposite sex. Is it possible to be friends with someone of the opposite sex? Have you had a successful relationship with a friend that is of the opposite sex? Do you currently have a friendship like that? And if so, are you in a relationship? How does your partner feels about that? It's a problem. Were you guys friends before you got in this relationship? These are all questions that run to my mind when I'm talking about this topic, which is very it kind of hit close to home because I have experienced this before in my relationship where it was a problem that we had to talk about, and so I really don't know. For me personally, I do not have a male friend. I can say this guy is just a friend. No, I'll pray to God before I die and leave this beautiful world. I will one day find a true guy friend that just want to support me and have fun with me and then just be cool with me and not look at me in any kind of way sexually or have feelings for me or want to do anything, with me. Have just nothing. That would be great because I've been on this earth for way too long and I've not found one true male friend that just never crossed the line, never have feelings, or never thought, our friendship was something else. And then also, once I started to get those feedbacks from those friends, I started to ask myself, I'm very free, comfortable, vulnerable with my girlfriends. And then when I meet a guy, whether I assume, we're just friends or someone I know from school, like I know this person like 20 years or so, we went to school together, or someone from my community, we grew up together, what I say, just a friend, it's an old friend from school or from my community when I was little. I haven't had anyone that I already close to, already had a good friendship with that did not involve any feelings or any boundary being crossed. And for a long time, I was very naive to the fact of I didn't know how to set boundaries. I always thought it was a joke. Oh, he's just joking. Oh, he's just messing around. But it's just something they will keep saying for years. And I just felt like I can control it. I think he's joking. I don't think he's serious about it. And I know I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to laugh it off. And then we'll talk about something else. But as I grow older and I started to understand that, yeah, it wasn't going anywhere. And the jokes keep coming, and I had to set some real hard boundaries. And I have to come to the realization that I do not have no male friends. Every guy I know in my life, and they are friend or are close to, I talk to, or we check in with each other every now and then. It's somebody that have a lot of interest for me. It's somebody that have feelings for me, and I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to do about it. But I've learned to set boundaries to make that person know no more jokes that across the line. Checking in when I'm single, if my relationship is going well, like if I need anything, just those jokes, no more of that. We have straight conversation. We talk about just regular things, regular into like day-to-day life, family, joke about things, and no line will ever be crossed. And I'm so happy I able to find that confidence and get to understand that it's not okay, especially when I was in a relationship. I didn't realize how much of a problem it was. I thought it was something like, it's fine. I don't even care for that man. Like, I don't care what I say. It was just something I was so naive to not understanding. And as I got older, I was like, okay, now I got it. So I made a promise to my ex and to myself that I'm not gonna have any entertain any male friends. And I'm single now, so I can have as many friends I want. But even those people that I have absolutely no romantic feelings for, I still tell them, you will not cross the line. I might be single, but I'm not gonna let you cross the line, because I still want to keep the friendship we have when I'm in a relationship, and I don't want you keep making those jokes or whatever when I'm in a relationship. It's not funny. So if you want to be a true friend to me, like like you say you are, no more boundaries. I don't have feelings for you. You either in a relationship or you're single too, but you need to understand this is just a friendship. And that would be, if I can count a guy to say that, a guy that I've met never crossed the line. One person, my entire life. He's married. He's from my country. Never, ever, ever crossed the line. Every time we talk, we can talk for hours. We can talk for minutes. Well, we don't talk for hours. We'd probably talk for a little, somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes. And usually just business. He's a business owner. And we just talk about business, work, life, family. Never crossed the line. Everybody else have. I have to put my foot down to tell them, you can't not say that, like you can't do that. It's not funny anymore. And this is my intention. And I'm really happy of the woman I've grown to be, because before then I would just laugh it up and be like, I don't know why you keep saying that. Say it to myself and not say it. And I'm pretty straightforward. I'm just like, absolutely not. That's not happening. I know you have interest in me since, like, I don't know, high school, or was in the same community, but I don't feel the same way about you. And I will talk to you about how I feel about the guys that I want to date, the guys that I like. And just like I talk to my girlfriends, if you don't like that, you feel certain type of way of that, I'm sorry, but that just tells you the feelings is not mutual, it's one-sided, and you need to understand that. So people do believe male and female can be friends. They do believe that, and I haven't experienced that yet, so I'm gonna stand on my side of saying that not necessarily possible. A coworker, like, people always respond and say something like, "Oh, work husband, work wife," and is usually supposed to be like a coworker with whom you have close platonic relationship with and trust. And I love that. I love to have that. For the first time, I did work in the office before when I just came to America for like 2 years. I was pretty young. I can't really remember my experience throughout. If I had like coworkers that was just co-workers where they never crossed the line, I cannot remember exactly. That was like over 10 years ago. And but what I do remember is last year I got an opportunity to work in an office, and it was filled with beautiful men and women, and I'm single, and obviously everybody knew. Well, some people thought I was in a relationship, because apparently people always think I'm in a relationship, and I'm not. I guess I still give a relationship vibe, even though I'm not in one. But, or maybe I wasn't too friendly. But anyway, I got the experience where it's like I got very close to some of my coworkers, and especially the ones that just sat right next to me. And I understood that there are boundaries. That I needed to figure out how to carry myself and not be too friendly with this coworker, because he was somebody else's husband. And my being close and friendly with this person was misunderstood by this person, and they thought I did have feelings for them. And I was so embarrassed. I was just like thinking about all the times I'm laughing, joking, and thinking, oh, we work together, we're pretty cool, we help each other out a lot. Like the things they list for people that have like supposed to work husband and wife. We were emotional support for one another when we were having tough time at work. We had a mutual understanding of like, our jokes, what it was. We had high level of disclosure of things we share for like our relationship, like my single life, what I'm doing, his married life. And it was just honesty. It was pretty cool. I had not one single teeny tiny, like I'll talk to him about like guys I'm like, or he would talk to me about, oh, this guy looking at you. Oh, he's coming again. Look at him. He's coming. Like, we would talk about other guys, and I absolutely didn't realize that my closeness with him, give him feelings that I didn't realize I was doing. I felt so bad. And that was my first time as a grown-up working in the office. So now I've learned to just watch what I say, or maybe I should have just stayed close up and not too friendly. But I learned to watch what I say, watch my boundaries, how I carry myself with my male friends. If I ever work in the office in that kind of close relationship with a guy anymore, I learned that. And I lost a good friend. I lost a good friend because I genuinely like him as a friend and wish to carry on our friendship. But I lost a good friend. So people say it happens. It's something that it worked in other people's relationship. I'm yet to have that work for me. Can the opposite sex be friends? I will continue to say no. I haven't seen it from the environment I grew up in or people I've known all my life. I lived, people I've met. I haven't seen one yet. And like I said, I have a colleague that I talk business with. Like we'll probably talk like twice, 4, 5 times, not more than 5 times a year. I won't consider that as a friend or somebody that close to me. He's a colleague, but no, I disagree that male and female can be friends. And this is me saying this is something like people that know what I stand before will be like, what? Now you disagree? Because I was the one that go hard because I have so many male friends from school, from home that I kept in touch with. I love it when they check up on me. I love it when we check up, and I love we used to have a good time and joke and reunion and all that. But then they're just like, wow. They all have feelings to me. They all wanted me, even though I was in a relationship, and I just laughed it off. And it was a problem in my relationship, and I didn't realize how bad it was. And before I realized that, I was just like, oh, it would have been years. And as I grew older, I started to understand and start to say, he's right. These men definitely not. They are not really friends, even though I might not responding to what they're saying. But they're not really friends. It's not people I want to keep in touch with in a relationship. And I've learned from that would never happen again. So I was able to grow up from that in a situation that I thought was okay. And I really want to know, like, how's your relationship like with the opposite sex? Is your partner okay with it? Is it something like where everybody friends? I don't have a guy friend that I can say, okay, me and his wife or his girlfriend are cool. So I can't even speak to say, okay, I'm on the other side where I'm the friend and I'm making sure that girl is comfortable with me in her man's life. I just don't know how people make it work. I don't know how people do that. But people do have friends with the opposite sex. It's just not my thing. I just look back on my life. I never had a true friend that have no feelings for me and that want nothing to do with me. And I have many men in my life I know throughout my life, from school, from home, from work, in community, that I did not see anything else. I saw one person, the person I was the only person I see. I didn't even men I didn't know, I didn't even see anything in the friendship, have no interest. But unfortunately for me, I can't say that about the men that I was friends with. So my position will remain the same. That I don't think men and the opposite sex can be friends, but it worked for other people. Maybe one day it will work for me. I'll find this awesome, amazing, sweet, funny, loyal, like just good friend I can talk to. I can spend time where I can do things with, share ideas with. I can help me out, help each other out. That can just be friends, and I can have a beautiful relationship with my partner with absolutely no misunderstanding, no hard feelings of him crossing the line or him having any second thoughts about this friend. And co-worker, now I work in a corporate world. Well, now I have co-workers I have to talk to, I have to interact with, I have to deal with. When I was a business owner, I didn't have to deal with that. I didn't have any co-workers. I was doing my own thing for 10 years. I didn't have to deal with any of that. My clients were strictly professional. We talk about work, and that was it. But we live, we learn, and I would like to hopefully meet a guy that is just a really great friend one day. And if you do, you are one of the lucky ones. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure having you take the time to listen to me as always. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a good day, a good night, good morning. Goodbye.